Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to my latest project for Cool Katz Crafts. Yeah, it's been a while between moving house, trying to find a house and breaking my thumb. It's taken longer than I expected, but I finally got there. I finally got the next Arthurian book ready for you. So we've already had an Arthur folio, we've had a Merlin album, we've had Guinevere, which I absolutely loved. I made quite a few. So this is Morgana. And I'm going to be showing you how I make Morgana. And I've used some Graphic 45 Make a Splash. And I constructed this purely to make an album using just one 8x8 pad from Graphic 45. And I managed it, and this was the result. So Morgana does sit next to all the other albums, definitely mimics Guinevere. So Guinevere was a similar kit, but a rectangular one. But this time, we've gone square. And it does make the most out of your 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 papers. And definitely can make it from any collection. So I've made 3 so far out of G45 and a Stamperia one as well, which I will be showing you too, I'm sure. So in the kit, you will get some nice thick grey board cut with apertures. So the reason the kit is probably easier is cutting 2mm or thicker is really hard to do, especially if you want to make an accurate aperture. So with this kit, it's all done for you. So you will get some grey board pieces. In fact, just remembered, I've got some behind me. So you'll get all your elements precision cut ready for you to go. So you get your front, your back and your spine. You will also, you won't get this little, you will get a big roll. I've already used quite a bit of it. So you will get a roll of their black tape, which is brilliant. The black tiger tape, which is used to construct it, but I'll also give you some extra hints and tips on how to use this tape, because you will have leftovers from this project easily. You'll also get some nice acetate as well to make it. So everything you need for the kit, and I'm sure in the shows and things, there'll be extra things that you can purchase to go alongside and make the most out of it. So I've used one of the little embellishment kits. So this is actually cardstock frame used on a little piece of the leftover paper I had. And as you can see, a full 8x8 sheet covers that, but the front is actually one sheet actually does both sides. So it's very cost effective, very much designed to make your paper go as far as you can. So we'll have a little look through at what I'll be doing in the tutorial. So this is actually the one I'm going to be showing you step by step. So we open it up, we've got some foam miters, which I show you how to do. And I've actually used the foam miters on both sides. And then this page, you've got to consider what you're doing, because it's actually the cover. Although it's page 1, it's also the cover because of that acetate sheet. And we've got a space inside for a 5x7 photograph. I mean, you could do the back as well. It might get a little bit thick though. So, just watching my tripod. And as you can see, you've got the pattern continuing all the way up the page, making the most of that image sheet, but also having space to put some photos. And each page is also a pocket page. So this photo mat, I need to make the photo mats before I send this off to Kay Maggie. Do fit inside these, and I do need to get some tumble dry sheet just to rub on the side, just so that it goes in and out. It's the first couple of times is quite stiff, but it does get looser as you use it. So yeah, you can have 5x7 photos there as well. And so that's page 1 using that element sheet. And then we'll flip over and we've got some more pages. Again, you can see this make a splash. It also works together because it's got those turquoises and blues and purples and lilacs going all the way through. So it's a very easy paper to match. But all my pages were designed that you use the front and the back and they follow through. So the most I use, I think, was this page actually, which uses 3. And the papers in G45 do come in 3s. So you're able to tie everything together. This one, oh, I think if I find, I've got a photo card here. You're not going to see it much here because it's quite similar. But there's a hidden pocket there, which is an optional extra, using the curved stitched photo slots, or pocket slots. And then I've used the swivel closures. I think this is the first time I've used the oval ones. Really like them for this page, this paper. And you open it up and you get this pattern continuing all the way across. And those scales coming down the side. And then just swivels closed. And then we move over here. We've got a pocket here which fits 6x4 photos in nicely. So it's definitely an album you can make, which is designed for holding photos. So yeah, the papers are lovely and you do see them, but you also do have spaces to put your photos as well. So here we have a 6x4 photo mat, which we're using the waist effectively because the pages are 7 3/4, which means every time we were cutting pages, we had these 1/2-inch strips. So we used them on our photo mats. I've used some brad closures, but made them into a little magnetic closure. So you can just pop a little photo something inside there and the magnet just keeps it in place. Oh, and I think I'm going to have to make some more of these lovely Cool Katz clips because they just tuck in. They're lovely little embellishments. And also you can just tuck in a little piece of paper in as well. It is made of paper. It's not going to hold a huge amount like a proper paper clip, but it is a way of tying your embellishments in with your project. So I'm going to pop it there. I have also in the past, if you didn't want to put a magnet one, glued the back of this top part, stuck it down there, and you can actually just use that as a paper clip holder up there as well. And it's just like a stuck down one. Yeah, so this has got 6x4 photo spots and larger ones there. In fact, let's take these with us on our journey. So again, it's a pocket page, so you can do one of those photo mats again. Oh, and this was meant to be the easy page. Yeah, I had a few disasters doing the easiest page of the lot. My camera fell over and I didn't realise it wasn't recording, so I carried on going and I didn't realise it wasn't recording. I had to do another. So I have done a little quick fix for you all so that you can actually follow. And the quick fix ended up giving me a new photo mat, which I can pop in some of my pages. So I will show you how to make one of these as well. It was that way for the scales. Yeah, and I cut the papers the wrong size. So it really was an absolute disaster one, but I got there in the end. So hopefully you'll have some fun watching that one. So usually that would have been quite an easy, straightforward, probably not the most interesting pages to watch because it's just 2 pockets, but hey, you will have a laugh. So we've got plenty of spaces, and I even show you in the final video how to make these very paper effective. It uses 6x4 photos, 6x4 pieces of paper, sorry, to make these. So you can get 2 out of your 8x8 or 6 out of your 12x12. Or if you want to cover the back, you'd only get 3 or 1 in this case. And they just pop in here. We've got spaces for... Nope, it doesn't fit that way. You'd only fit that way, I think. There we go. And again, more clips. But I also show you some techniques of how to measure and get these 2 lined up nicely. Now, I did sneak this out because this isn't in the tutorial. This is a separate video I've got. And I have used 12x12 papers to make this and the larger papers. So, but you can use your 8x8 papers to make a 3x4 inch photo pockets. So it's a little bit bigger than 3x4, so you can slot them in. But I will have a look at the video of making those so that you can tie those in as well. But they're perfect to jump in here. So if you've got some papers left over from another project, a perfect little place to put them. And then we move on to this page. So this is a giant belly band. So I've got room here for 5x7 photo. So it just tucks in behind, but you can put whatever you want. Room for a 3x4-inch photo there. This isn't 3x4, but you can see it would go onto the photo slots there. And also then room for your photo mats in there as well. So again, places for your photos, and you can take them out, put them in. So you're not covering the papers. For the people who don't want to cover the papers, I've got you covered. This, if you want to cover the paper, there we go. It's not covered. The Cool Cats are very clever with their ideas. Really do show off papers, but also have spaces for photos, which is the whole point. Of course, I couldn't do a Cool Cats project without a corset page. I mean, these folio circles are one of my most used dies. So the photo slots and these would be my go-to dies. And then it opens up. I've added some acetate. It doesn't need the acetate, but if you wanted to add a sheet of acetate, and then places to put big photo mats in there. And then the way I do, needs to go underneath. My course is I come down, zigzag, up, V-shape, zigzag, and then just tie off. And I didn't show this in video because of my broken thumb. It was a bit too fiddly and it did look a bit awkward. So I'm glad I did it off camera. So if you haven't seen, this is what it would look like when you finish, and just put a couple of circles on the end. Let's flip over, and this is all about triangles. So I show you how to make triangle pockets and how to mat and layer projects. Now again, I thought I'd worked it out in my head because I'd always used non-directional papers for the triangles. But then I thought, oh, this triangle matches this triangle. So I thought, great, I'll just use 2 triangles, not realizing these triangles are exactly the same. So you can't use directional paper. So I did do a bit of a boo-boo, but I still had paper enough. So this has room for a small photo mat there. And if I can just get this one out, there's room behind this one then for a large one as well. And again, I just had this paper clips because I just love them. I can put them on these as well. I think I'm going to have to make loads more of these before I send it off to Kay Maggie. Some sideways ones would be quite nice. I wonder if I could just even glue them on. It would look quite nice, as long as I don't glue the end. Yes, I could. Anyway, just thinking to myself there. But I do. The Cool Katz clips, one of my favourite new dies. They just add such lovely final embellishments. And again, at the end, you've got room for massive photo mats. You can go even bigger than this one. There we go. So I think this size would probably fit in as well. So you can really just tuck a load into the back. But the back page is a good one because it uses a full 8x8. So you can show off a full image sheet as well there. And you can tuck in loads of little things at the back. So yeah, so this is my first Make a Splash album. I've made an album in a box and things with it and some cards. But yeah, I couldn't believe how easy it was. So if you wanted to grab a pad of this paper and copy me, go ahead. But I will show you some other albums as well, using some of the other papers I've got. But yeah, so that's the introduction to Morgana. And hope you like it. And if you've seen it on TV, here's the tutorial. But what I've also got to go with it is... Oh, it's all out of order with me because I've been busy filming and I've dropped it. So yeah, here's page 1. I have also created a full PDF cutting guide instructions. I've got my notes for bits I need to change. Yeah, so to companion this, there is a full PDF which you can download from my Facebook group called Paper Crafting with Paul, which I'll link below. You can also get it through Cool Katz Crafts, so join their Facebook group. Just type in Cool Katz Crafts into Facebook search or follow the link below. And I'm sure if you've got any questions, Maggie and Kay will also be willing to help you. But yeah, that is the basic album. So great for beginners, but also if you're more advanced, I've left you enough spaces to add even more of your own little touches. So my Morgana Make a Splash. Thank you for watching. Please let me know what you think of it and if you're looking forward to the tutorials. And what was your favourite bit, or what sort of papers do you think you might want to use to make your own version? So thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up, click subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon.